Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over a few items in regards to Chia. Is it still worth it to jump in? And my honest opinion. Plus I have a giveaway for you guys if you want to stick around. Stay with me on this one. Alright guys, quick update. I'm at 188 plots farming. I finished another 3 plots on my i7. It takes forever. I swear I don't know if it's even worth me plugging in for electricity and all that. I timed it. I put the max of everything, the resources that this machine has into it. That's like 8 threads and 16 gigs of RAM. That's only going to utilize it on the first phase. It took 12 hours. Like, is that even, because my main rig, which is, as of today stuff, is taking around 6 hour plus. Now 12 hours, I can make 2 for every one of these. There's a trade-off, right? This i7, I did buy parts for it, but this i7 was something that was a hand-me-down that I took. Now, are you willing to spend that kind of time? How much electricity does it use? I actually have a kilowatt plug to monitor its amp and wattage. I just want to make sure that nothing blows in here, because I have the AC running, I have the Christmas lights running, I have the camera stuff. But anyway, what I want to talk today about is Chia worth it, and plus this giveaway. So I got obviously this in the mail today from Micro Center. They always sucker me in coming back, and they'll say something like, hey, it's free. Last time I got a free Raspberry Pi Zero and a free 128 gig USB stick, which is pretty cool. So anyway, I have two. I don't have a lot of giveaway because you can see from all my videos, I spent majority of my funds into this and building out YouTube studios and putting in a new window that's gonna cost me around another $2,000. I don't have much to give, and plus I'm a small channel, so I'm not making anything off of this.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god.
If you email me, and I'll show you right now. Let's jump over to the screen. If you go to my page, right, my YouTube page, and you go to my about, click on the view email. Email me your address if you want this. All right, I'm gonna send it one to each person. I have 2 opportunities. It's just a free. You could choose the 16 gig USB stick or SD card or micro SD card. All right, it's not much. I'm trying to give something back. I know this is from Micro Center, but you have to spend money in order to get something, right? So anyway, I'm actually gonna go make a run there myself to pick up that. Plus I need to get a APC surge protector, because what I did was I actually ran, and I'll show you guys. So you see here, you see all that, the electrical. I actually ran that. I actually ran the electrical to the AC, so it doesn't have to run across. It's actually plugging in where the Christmas light ends. And I also ran another one right here, which I can't get the camera to kind of shift because it's like right behind it. There's a kilowatt plug that's plugged into one of my rigs here. What I want to do right now is probably bring you back onto the screen to show you the calculator based on what I have, based on the current price of Chia. Is it still worth it to jump in on the action? Before I do that though, is what I don't understand is people are talking about that. There's people speculating, oh, the network space is grown tremendously. It's gonna be difficult for like the little guys, which including me and everyone else that's like on my channel. You've seen other YouTubers talk about it as well. It hasn't even come out publicly yet, meaning it is public, but it hasn't even come out onto an exchange. Nothing has even happened yet. Like, everyone's expecting Chia to be like this overnight sensation, which is not possible, because it takes time to grow, it takes time to build a reputation, it takes time to build a company. I mean, Amazon did not happen overnight, but if you want to stay focused on just crypto, Bitcoin didn't happen overnight. Doge didn't happen. Litecoin, Ethereum didn't happen. None of them happened overnight. But now it's like, it seems like everyone wants to come out like an overnight sensation in regards to crypto coin or mining or this and that. And I just don't understand that logic. Maybe it's the new generation where, like, if it doesn't happen instantly, like if I can't check my email in a second on my phone, I'm giving up. It almost feels that way in regards to Chia, which I don't understand it completely. But let me just bring you back to the screen and let me show my mug here. There you go, right there. So again, if you want to win, I'm just gonna randomly pick. You guys can email me to say Micro Center free USB stick, and I have two available. So if you email me and you really want it, I can send it to you. I believe you would need the physical, or I can even, I don't know, we can try this. I could screenshot it and send it to you, and so you don't have to give me. You don't have to wait in the mail for this thing. But I'm not sure how that works. I have to read into the details, and then I'll let you know. But in any case, if you do really want it, just email me, and then I'll stamp it and send it on your way. All right, it's not much, but at least it's something coming from me, right? All right, so if you want that, email's on my page. Okay, so I'm going on the Chia calculator. I put in the amount of plots that I currently have, and it automatically populates the price that it's currently at, which is $581, which is a far cry from where it was last week, or was it beginning of the week? I think it was last week. It was like almost $2,000. It was like $1,900 at its peak, which was, I want to get more hard drives at that point. We're running into a situation now. It's not about if it's going to be profitable. It can't even be profitable if you can't even get the hardware for it now. Meaning the hard drive prices have gone up. Like now you have to do your trade-off. Like how much are you willing to pay for a 10 terabyte drive? Unless you can get discounts, you can get it used, or you have existing ones. In order to compete, kind of like what Graham has mentioned in his most recent live with on Gene Hoffman's YouTube, is that what's considered a small farmer. He's talking about, I believe he said something like around 100 terabytes. I mean, I don't even have 100 terabytes, so I'm beyond small. And I have 188 plots. I have 18 terabytes filled, like on the network right now, trying to farm, and I still have room on my drives. Don't get me wrong, but the only reason why I still have room on my drives because my rig isn't that powerful enough to generate that much. So it's going to take me time, at least a couple more months, to finally populate the amount of drive space I have. And by that time, the network space is going to grow even like 10-20%. I don't know. Is it worth it though? I mean, just looking at this, they give you, it's a very optimistic, anyone can wish they make an extra 1.2 K a month, $1,200 each month. It's insane. Hourly, you're making $1.66. That would be great if you were plotting Chia and farming, and it was guaranteed that every time your computation is doing something, you're actually getting an award back, meaning you're working for your time. But you're not. You're working for a lottery ticket to potentially get something. Again, I've mentioned this in my old videos, but I just want to bring it back up because I've seen so many videos and people asking, like, is it worth it now? It's not worth it. And then you see these on Reddit, you see these guys who's building out like mega rigs, and you got other guys going like, damn, I'm jealous. Like, now, how am I even going to compete with that? That's like going to a race and I bring my hoopty, let's just say I'm driving a Saturn or something, and some guy is in there with his Porsche, 911. All right, maybe I should just stop, right? Just stop. I don't even have a chance. But it's very hard to say at this very moment. I think it's still too soon. I think people are just anxious and very, like, not stubborn, but just wanting satisfaction right away. Satisfaction. It's almost like my kids. They just want satisfaction. Like now they're watching YouTube on the iPad, and all they want to do is watch it. And when an ad comes on, they're like, where's that skip ad? Like when we were kids, there was no skip ads. You had to sit in front of the TV and watch the damn ads. It's almost like that. It's like now when watching Chia, it's like I have to watch the full movie with interruptions in between, meaning they haven't gone live yet, the IPO hasn't happened, it may or may not happen. A lot of things, a lot of pieces to put together opposed to instant gratification on Chia. Of course, we have Chia Explorer. This is an official website of theirs, and how many Chia coins and everything else that's Chia related that's here. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about because I'm not, this is not a I'm giving up. There's no way, because I haven't even filled a drive yet. I only have 18 terabyte. If you put 18 terabyte into perspective, yes, I filled one drive because those I have three 18 terabyte drives in there. But you know, obviously I have it spread across, so if one of them fails, then I won't be as screwed, all right? And it would just be my luck if I only filled one drive and that one drive apparently fails because it has been writing so much, right? It's been doing all the work. So that's another thing I have to worry about right now is like, oh shoot, you know, I'm putting more stuff on there. As I put more stuff, is wearing down the drives, and as wearing down the drives, it has a potential of going. I love to see all these fancy rigs, but please, I want to also know what's your contingency plan on these rigs, meaning there is none. No one will. There's no way you can. The only thing that, you know, if a network card fails, okay, if a motherboard fails, okay, but if the hard drive fails, now you're, you know, that's a whole different ball game. That's like, first, you can't even get a replacement. You'll be lucky if you can, or you'll be sitting in back order for, you know, however long. So I think those are a lot of factors, and I think people who actually started farming for Chia hasn't stopped yet. So that network space is still going to be there regardless. I think the network space is just a cumulative of everything. Whether someone stops or not, it's still going to show. The network space has increased that much, but let's just say I gave up today and I shut down my server, that network space is still going to be, you know, whatever it is now. It's not going to take my portion of it offline. So you have to consider that when people start giving up as this progresses along, how many terabytes of stuff that they plotted starts coming off the network but doesn't reflect that actual network information in regards to the total network space, right? I know the network space doesn't go down. It just keeps on going up right now because everyone's getting into it. But when they start coming off of it, it's a different story. So guys, hope you enjoyed this content. I know it was just a couple of information regarding Chia. And again, if you really want this, email me. I will send this on your way. I'll pick 2 different winners, so you guys can say that you guys won something from me. I'm not all here just to kind of get you to come and watch my videos without any initiatives or incentives, all right? Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you again soon. Bye.